Anthony Fauci is on Fox News getting interviewed by Wallace, and it's kind of interesting what they are saying, how they feed out of each other. Basically, Wallace is trying to trap Mr. Fauci into making defend the position, and Mr. Fauci is basically avoiding to defend that position very eloquently, I might add, by lying. The guy is a liar. This guy is a liar, a completely liar, because he is not using the data, the correct data. And that is what he's saying. He's saying, let's look at the data. That is what Mr. Fauci is saying. And that is what I want him to do, to look at the data. But not just the make-up data that they are creating. No, to look at the correct data. I'm going to give you an example of corrupt data, a creation that they make. This data is just not real. This data is designed to divide us. That is what it is designed to do. They're utilizing the medical facts, the science, as a political strategy. And he eloquently say it. Mr. Fauci say that we have a society and that we must protect that society. And I agree with him. The only problem is that the society that they are trying to defend is not mine. It's not yours. It's the Whiteamerienglish society what they're defending. And that is the key. They are continue to defend themselves, to defend the United States of America, but they're not. They are defending the Whiteamerienglish in the United States of America. The rest, it doesn't matter. I'm going to give you an example of corrupt data. When you go to a hospital to get operated on, when you go to any doctor, any medical industry, because that is what it is, medical industry. When you go to any industry, the first thing they ask you when you apply to get a procedure done is, what race are you? Just like that. And you would think that this is for biology reasons, and that would be, to me, excellent. You know, they need to know your biology. We have different biology. We have diversity in biology, and our biology changes about every 3 generations. So that is the data that they need to be collecting correctly, but they do not. When you read these questions, when you read the question that they ask you, what race are you? They have questions like this. Are you white? Are you black? Or African American? Are you Latin, black, white, or Latin? Or you are Latin, no black? I mean, it's like freaking insane. I don't even remember how they were, but it's not the same in all the places that you go. The word they ask you, they actually change. You know, it's kind of weird because like me, I travel quite a lot. So if I go to a doctor in Kentucky, let's say Carrollton, Kentucky, they actually say the government of the state of Kentucky require for you to answer. Now, this is the state of Mitch McConnell, you know. So they ask you, they say, are you Latin, non-white? You know, are you Hispanico, non-black? Is insane. And this is the data that Mr. Fauci is basing his strategy of defending the society. And the Wallace guy, that's not correct him. That's not correct him, because that is his purpose. His purpose of Mr. Wallace is to sell you that crap. It's just to go along. Yes, you don't know what you're talking about, but as long as you say that you white and you defend the white and the white society, everything is fine. No, it is not fine. Because Mr. Fauci is not Fauci. Mr. Fauci, his family is a peasant. They came from probably the Italic Peninsula during the 1900s, just escaping tyranny and craziness in Europe, and come here, and now he is speaking English, trying to tell me that I am not from here, where my family from the Iberia Peninsula created this nation, and my biology is second to none. My family line come from Africa, and the Africans are second to none. My family line come from Scandinavia, and my family from Scandinavia is second to none, because I am a human. So there you have it. They do not utilize the data as a science, to advance science. They utilize the data to advance political ideas, societies that they have created that do not admit others. That is what they do. They divide us for them to maintain the power. So there you have it. We have become something that we are not, and we got to fix it, and we have to fix that. It is going to be hard to fix it, but we can do it. Sure, very, very slowly. We can actually tell people, listen, when somebody asks you what race are you on a piece of paper, that you are a color, you just tell them, hey, you are erroneous. I am human. Just that simple. And my line of biology is second to none. And my biology has walked the entire planet at one point on another or another. So do not start assigning me crazy numbers when you have a virus running around. We have viruses killing us, and we have survived it. And that is why we are strong, because we have survived. Our biologies, our lines of families have survived pestilency, has survived wars, displacement, like Mr. Fauci. Mr. Fauci biology is strong. Mr. Wallace biology is strong. But the person who is driving those airplanes and the police officers manning those cruisers to protect us every day, they are just strong. And that is the key. Our planet's biology has survived viruses before. We have lost half of the population of the planet several times over, and those who have remained alive, we have been the stronger survivals. So let's use the correct data. Let's don't call each other names and craziness. Mr. Fauci, your data is corrupt. All you think about is numbers in the society that you are defending. Make sure that you understand that. Make sure that if you do not defend everyone, that will be a crime against humanity. Saludos.